friends and the family. A lot of colorful. A little bubbleful. And two colliding into wonderful. Smirnoff Ice, Smash, and Seltzer. Fun of a kind.
Just get the bird, more like an eagle. This is my movie, stay tuned for the sequel. Seems so wrong, seems so illegal. Got this in the back like a foul ball free throw. Yep, you know that I go. This is me on the regular, so you know.
Spotify Ad Studio can make your Spotify ad as awesome and authentic as the music our fans love. With our new self-service platform, you can create your own ad, choose your audience, then watch your business grow. Spotify Ad Studio. Be heard.
What's up? Trey here. Ever wanted to create music like a pro? Awesome. Everyone should have access to their own music studio. And with Soundtrap, it's all online. Making music on the go has never been easier. Create on your phone, tablet, or laptop, whatever you got. Visit soundtrap.com today and sign up for your free trial account. Soundtrap. Unleash your potential.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday, August 4th at noon, Central Standard Time. This is Evan, the Sky Dragon streamer. I am going live. Hope everyone's doing well. So today's going to be a little bit unique. I got an email late last night that there is a game currently out called Endless Space 2. And it is currently, but for just this weekend, free to play. So I thought we would give that game a shot. I know very, very little about it. I did just very basic research to see if it was something I wanted to attempt to do in front of a bunch of people. So we're gonna jump in and check that game out here in just a second. Let's get everything set up and we'll look at getting started. Again, this is a brand new game to me. I know very little about it. So let me just make sure that the stream is going to do what I need it to, and then we'll take a look at it. There it goes. Alright, so this is Endless Space 2. If you guys are listening in, make sure that, let me know if you guys can hear everything okay. You should be able to hear me at this point, and then also hear a little bit of background music for the game itself. So my understanding of this game, just based on the very little bit of research that I did, is that it looks a little bit like maybe a Civilization type game. If you guys are familiar with those, turn-based system, you are operating a specific army of some sort. Let's turn this music down a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Now I can hear myself think. So, my understanding is that you select a civilization and you pretty much manage them through what is space exploration, that sort of thing. It is turn-based, so probably not as combat-friendly or impactful or eventful as something like Fortnite. I figured we'd give this maybe about an hour or so. The reason I chose this game is because it is free today and tomorrow, and then it goes back to full price on Steam. I believe it's about $30, if I'm not mistaken, on Steam. Let me see if I can pull it up while we're chatting. I think it's typically about $30 on Steam full price. This weekend they're running a test it out free kind of thing. Endless Space. It does look like it's on sale if you decided to buy it this weekend for just under $15. So regular price is $40. So yeah. Opportunity to test it out, see if it's worth buying. If it is, get it while it's on sale. It's 66% off at just under $15, whereas typically it's about $40. So thought we'd jump in, give it a try. If we like it, we might look at buying it on sale. If not, we'll let it go on its way. So I'm going to click New Game. I'm a beginner at this, so I'm going to click Beginner. And let's see what it does for us. It's going to load up something. Tip at the bottom, at a part of your growth is converted every turn to fill your manpower. It is then used by ships and systems to generate troops during ground battle. A part of your growth is converted every turn to fill manpower. Okay. And it's just loading up here. So I figured we'd give this a shot, maybe run it for maybe half an hour to an hour, see how it goes.
Under the visionary leadership of Emperor Zelivus, we have become a proud and powerful nation. It is time to rise up, grasp our future, and seek our destiny among the stars. Imagine the future that we can build. We shall construct great fleets, send them out to make great discoveries, and through their conquests, secure our place in this rich galaxy. We will discover new sciences and new life. We will greet new peoples and turn them into new patriots. Together, we shall leave our mark on history. For together, we can become anything our hearts desire. Whatever the cost, whatever the effort, let us not shy away from the greatness that is our birthright.
Feeling a little bit of, what's that movie? Starship Troopers.
It is a
bit
time
there.
of great peace and prosperity for the Empire. Usurpers have been vanquished, disagreements resolved, wars ended. The Empire is truly united. Now is the time for your great nation to forge a path to the stars, to bring your great civilization to other worlds, to impress upon any other races you discover that your way is the best way.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure my settings are correct. Yep. Okay, good. Wanted to make sure I wasn't muted or anything like that. All right. So, done. Greetings, Emperor. Welcome to Endless Space 2. In order to ease your transition into the seat of Imperial power, some of the usual starting conditions, including unique faction traits, have been temporarily disabled. Good, make it easy on me. Once you've gained a better understanding of the game fundamentals, these will be re-enabled. Okay. The Endless Galaxy is rich with opportunities, but also dangers. In order to survive this universe, you will need to build a mighty civilization that can conquer powerful foes. Your tale begins here, in the middle of the galaxy, in your home star system, Ducey. Use the scroll wheel to zoom in, or click the left key on the star system. Okay, so zoom in, zoom out. You can click on it and it'll zoom you in. Looks like we've got a couple of planets here. Long ago, Ducey was colonized by the United Empire starfaring forebearers when they settled on Raya. Must be this first one. Today it is the beating heart of the Empire's ambitions, but it can also be made stronger. To strengthen, you must master the production and exploitation of several resources. Only colonized planets' resources can be used. 5 key resources are critical: food, industry, dust, science, and influence. Looks like those are represented here. Their production per turn on any colonized planet scales with the size of its population. For example, on Raya, with the population of 3, base production is multiplied by 3. Total FIDSI production, I assume that's the initials for those, of the system scheduled for the next turn is displayed on the side panel. It's highlighted over here on the left. Note that even though there is only a single colonized planet in the Ducey system, the total FIDSI production is greater than Raya's production. This is because of the system's improvements. System improvements will play a vital role in your Empire's development, as they will help to enhance strength and minimize weakness. The list of system improvements instructed is accessed through that button, I guess. In systems, industry production can never be stored, so you should always have something under construction. Otherwise, the industry resources for that turn will disappear. List of available constructions shows what can be built in your system. So I am feeling a lot of, if you guys have ever played any of the Civilization games, it's kind of feeling a little bit like that. You build stuff each turn. It might take several turns to happen. You use resources to do that. You get new resources each turn, so on and so forth. Like most interface elements, remember that you can get more detail by hovering over each construction. Also note that system improvements can only be built once in each system. This improvement drone network is generally a safe choice to start. Let's see, the improvement drone network. Okay, considering its effects. Click on a construction to add it to your queue. And lastly, the construction at the top of the queue will use your system industry production turn after turn until it is built. Yep, like Civilization. This way, several turns might be required depending on the industry cost of your construction. Click on end turn when you're ready. All right, so we're going to click end turn. Tells me it's empty. I guess we're going to click done. All right, next turn. So I'm reading this top right box. It looks like it might be covered up by my cam. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm reading it out just so that you guys know what's going on your end. As with the other exploited resources, some food is produced every turn. Like industry, it cannot be stockpiled and is immediately used. Naturally, the first use of food is feeding the existing population. Any excess food is then automatically put towards the system's growth, population growth. Okay, got it. So you accrue food, it feeds those that are there, and then if there's any left over, your population grows. As you can see, the population count won't increase for a few more turns. So over here, here's how many we have. It doesn't look like we're going to add any to that until 8 turns from now, from what I'm seeing there. Maybe you already noticed that different population types live in the system, okay? So there are a couple of different races, it looks like. You will discover that many others exist across the whole galaxy, each with their own unique traits that can modify the planet-based production. Around the system population count is the circular population growth gauge. Okay. When it fills up, a new unit of population will be added. The number of turns before this happens is shown by the little, right now it says 8 and it has a clock next to it. That's what I thought. Okay, number of turns before this happens is shown by the turn counter to the right of the gauge. More excess food equals faster population growth. Note also the population type that will be created is shown by the icon above. Okay. While we're here, also notice the system's science production is pulled across the entire empire and used to research new technologies. Open the newly accessible technology screen to learn how to research some game-changing tech. So I guess it's this up here that's blinking. All right. Your empire may have found the secrets of voyaging beyond the stars, but without further scientific discoveries, your civilization will surely stagnate. Science production must be used to research new technologies to solve problems, old and new. The technology tree is split into 4 quadrants: empire development, science and exploration, military, and economy and trade. Each quadrant is split into stages. Access to higher stages is granted by researching a sufficient number of technologies from the previous stage in the quadrant. Science cost of all technologies automatically increase for each new technology that you research. In addition, researching higher stage technologies also costs more. Different technologies can enable a different effect. Some will grant unique one-off capabilities or empire-wide bonuses, while others will give system improvements or ship designs that need to be built in system. Hover the mouse over the side element of each technology for details. Okay. Economy. Technologies focused on population and diplomacy. Military. Technologies focused on military equipment, defense, weapons, manpower. Empire development is technologies focused on empire growth, such it impacts influence, diplomacy, population, and approval ratings. Science and exploration. Technologies focused on exploration and science. Science, exploration, colonization. A little bit redundant there. Got it. All right. Food and industry-related technologies are usually a sensible strategy to begin using your science on. You can recognize these elements related to these key resources thanks to the color code. Select a technology to research. I see plasma metallurgy is being highlighted, so we're going to click it. The selected technology will take a fixed number of turns to be researched. Depending on your Empire science production, note that several technologies can be queued. End your turn when you're ready. Alright, so it looks like it's going to take 5 turns, according to this left-hand side, for plasma metallurgy to occur. And if we hover over plasma metallurgy, it's going to tell us it's a population and trade technology. Under carefully controlled conditions, the application of extremely high currents through molten metallics can produce metal plasmas. Aside from being fascinating to plasma physicists, these substances underpin some engineering marvels. Okay. Looks like it gives us 3 industry points per planet with strategic deposits on planet. Plus 1 on planets, I assume, without strategic deposits. And let's click End Turn. I feel like maybe we need to put something into that queue. Did it work? I don't think it did. Lots of stuff. Alright, the Endless Galaxy is a rich one. As your Empire explores the stars, chance of coming across unusual places and happenings where your attention is needed is great. In the quests and events screen, the quest log keeps track of those quests. So we're going to move that. Solo quest started. Okay, so we've accepted a quest now. The Empire is ready to expand into the galaxy and bring its mighty civilization to new worlds, maybe even new patriots. The first starship yards have just finished building their inaugural vessels, and now it is time to send them out into the awaiting cosmos. The Empire must bring its civilization to the stars. It is our destiny. New objective: discover and colonize another star system by bringing a flag or colonizer ship to a system that harbors a colonizable planet. Reward: Dmitry Linko. I guess that's a hero. Got it. Done. Right-click to step back through menus until you reach the galaxy view. Right-click, galaxy view. All right. So this is our quest here in the top corner. Small beginnings, right-click to step back through. Okay, so one more. There's the galaxy. The Imperial fleet is only 2 vessels strong at present, but the number will grow. Note that fleets from any one empire will always be stacked at the same place when they are orbiting the same system. Click the left button on fleets. Okay. Each fleet is presently composed of a single ship alone. The settler ship enables colonization of uncolonized star systems, while the patrol ship is designed for rapid reconnaissance of the galaxy. Note that the fleet will always be visually represented by the strongest ship within their number, down here in the bottom middle. Click on the fleets to examine their composition and hover the mouse over the revealed ship to get more detailed tooltips. Okay. Got it. All fleets share a number of attributes that determine their effectiveness and which can be improved by researching new technologies or utilizing better ship designs. Command points determine how big a fleet can be, each ship requiring a certain number of command points. Movement points. So command points are the little satellite, I assume. Yep. It looks like we've got 1 of 4, so maybe it's 1 ship where we can have up to 4. And then movement points are the arrow, ones next to the arrow, 5 of 5, 6 of 6. Okay. Movement points determine how far a fleet can move in a single turn. For a fleet with several ships, this will be determined by the ship with the least movement points. Okay, makes sense. Health represents the sum of the health of every ship in the fleet. Now it's time to strike out for home from your home system to discover to discover a habitable planet to colonize. For now, galactic travel for fleets is limited to star lanes. Okay, and I assume that's these blue or flashing lines. Keep in mind that fleets cannot be modified or even redirected while traveling. They must reach the destination before they can be issued new commands. Which way would you like to go? Several star lanes lead away from your home, each leading into the unknown. Your exploration begins here. Select a fleet, preferably the one with the patrol ship, and right-click on a star lane to start exploring. Then end your turn. Alright, so... patrol ship. Got it. And we are going to go as north as we can. And there it goes. End turn. I feel like this should not be empty. So, go to the management view. I feel like we are supposed to construct something. No, I remember what it said. It said drone net. So we're going to do that. Turn has been ended. Our ship has moved its way up that way. Did you notice that, like for your star systems, your fleets can see a certain distance from the galaxy itself? Got it. Okay, so I don't know how clear it is on your end, but on my end, there's this almost like fog of war kind of thing that disperses out. And now that my ship has moved north, we can kind of see it being edged through. Beyond this, the crystalline sea hides mysteries, areas you have not yet discovered. Note that other Empire fleets will only be visible if they are within range. Got it. Alright, now it's up to you to decide when to end your turns. As a guide, you should always remember to check your fleets, system constructions, which we just did because I think I skipped a step earlier, and your technology queue. Idle empires do not to conquer the galaxy. Got it. So, we now have this location. Oh, that's kind of neat when you click on it, all the little movements there. So we have drone network currently under construction. We are expecting more people here in about 7 turns. And our ship is deployed. So let's end our turn and see what happens. The ship went quite a ways out. Nice. Again, we're looking to discover and colonize another system. So now that we've made it here, let's see what our options become. The galaxy holds many secrets, weird physics, strange life forms, relics of the endless. Starting an expedition to search system curiosities can lead to riches. Alright, so... start expedition. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Okay. Clicking that, it did research on a couple of planets in the area. So, one last step. A probe is about to leave your ship to reveal a curiosity in the star system. Click left on the located curiosity to start searching it. I guess that's this. And a probe goes after it. Got it. Analysis of a life form on planet was successful. Transvine. This strange plant with innumerable tiny crescent-shaped leaves can be safely ingested. It creates a sensation of peace and happiness and is used as a natural relaxant and sedative. It is also a useful tool to keep rowdy populations compliant. That's pretty cool. Average deposit, and then a luxury deposit of reserves and load. Okay. Got it. X that. So now, what do we do? I have a probe out. We've done the quest. Did you notice that explorer vessels can be equipped with automated probes? No. Then let me explain. One of the uses of automated probes is to help you discover the galaxy. From the Explorer's Fleet Action panel, select the Launch Probe action, and then send your mechanical emissaries off into the unknown. By choosing a direction away from known star lanes, you might even be able to find new constellations. Alright, so let's give it a shot. Let's continue north. Congratulations, your empire, though innocent or through innocent or underhand means, has acquired some luxury resources. Learn how they can transform your fortunes by opening the economy window. And that is up here in the top. So anytime it refers to a new window, it's up in the top left. I'm going to click that economy piece. Lots of instructions. Sorry guys, that's the I remember this being Civilization games too. It's a lot of training. Nobody knows why certain miraculous specimens appear in the galaxy in some places and not others, but what is certain is that luxury resources can change empires. With up to 16 unique specimens able to exist in the galaxy, they are automatically exploited from your planet that have revealed the luxury deposits. Other means of acquiring them include exploring curiosities, completing quests, diplomatic exchanges, and buying on the marketplace. Luxury resources can be used for many things, most notably upgrading the star systems. In order to search such system development projects, Stage 3 of the Economy Trade Quadrant. In order to start such system development projects, Stage 3 of the Economy and Trade Quadrant of the technology must be reached. Got it. So we can't do anything here, I guess, until Stage 3. I don't know what stage we're on, but noted. So we're done here. Let's go back down here and make sure everything is done. There's not really anything we need to do yet because it's all still working. So end turn. Okay. You need a colonization module to colonize. Okay, so is that what the other fleet was? Let's find out. Yes, so we are going to go ahead and move him. Oh, no. Left click, right click. And so he should now head up there. And when he arrives, we will be able to, I think, colonize that area. Research complete. Plasma metallurgy. So that should give us a boost. Select a suggested technology to research. Okay, so multi-thread management. This will give us more dust, and dust is a resource that we have access to. It kind of looks like magical fairy dust from what I've seen in the trailer to the game. We can develop food. Military. I almost am going to just say food because we know the more food we get, the more people we get, the faster things get done. So we're going to go that route. And we're going to exit this. End turn again. I thought we had just chosen a construction. So let's jump back in here and choose one of these. Cerebral reality. Extension of VR. Technology permits many individuals to think rather than play together. So that would give us... it'll give us additional science and dust. Xeno industry will increase our industry. That impacts industry. This, I think that is how happy people are. approval rating. Okay, so infinite supermarkets. Okay, so we can go that route. Down here we've got endless research park and endless world. Cannot afford. Or we can make more ships. So we could start looking for other colonies. I think for now we're going to do considering our approval rating is sketchy, we're gonna do that now. Ship designs for the settler and patrol ships are now present in the construction list. Similarly to system improvements, ship designs can be added to the construction queue to build more ships. Ship designs always begin with a choice of ship hull. More ship hulls, including ones dedicated to warfare, can be unlocked. Got it. To see or edit your current ship design, access the military screen up here. So apparently here we're supposed to be able to edit things. Let's turn to military matters. Here in the military status screen, you can keep track of your Empire manpower. This can be thought of as your military reserves that are used to crew your fleets and defend your systems. Empire manpower is drawn from your solar systems, from your system's population growth until it reaches its maximum value. Secondly, the fleets list enables you to track the status, composition, and upkeep of your fleet. Click on a fleet to reveal the individual ships in the fleet. We know that from the front screen. Note that you can double click on a fleet to locate it on the map. Got it. We can do that on the front screen also. In addition, the military screen, status screen, is where you create new ship designs and edit existing ones based on the available ship hulls. All of your existing ship designs are listed here and in the list of constructions available for your production in the system. More ship designs can be unlocked via research and in the technology screen. Notice that this screen is accessible using the F5 shortcut. Got it. Let's go back. Lots of learning. Okay, I guess he wants us to do something in here. Click it. Well, that's pretty cool. That's neat. So it looks like we can add stuff to the ships. Let's see. We can add... Oh, slow down, Starfarer. Right now, only civilian ship hulls are available to use. Come back to the screen when you have unlocked a military hull. Well, you were the one who sent me here. Okay. You can research new ship hulls in the Empire Development Quadrant. Technology screen. Okay, so then we're going to go back, and we're going to go to the technology screen, and we're going to find something... I forget what he said. Wasn't under military? I feel like... That's better. There we go. So if we get this, system improvement, ship improvement. 40, okay, we get more experience there, and then over here we get manpower improvement. Well, we were just talking about ships, and ships look like they're affected by that one. So I think we're going to try with that one. Scoot my chair back a little bit. There we go. And then we are going to exit this. Why is this still flickering? Technology screen. For example, thanks to efficient shielding. So maybe I didn't select the proper thing. One more time. Military screen, technology screen, for example. Oh, got it, under Empire. That's why. I thought we were talking about military stuff, so. Sorry. So I think in order to do this, we would probably first have to do this. So I'm going to get rid of... got this. Got this. I don't want this on there anymore. I want that. Okay. Now I'm going to go back. I feel like we're just going to keep doing the same thing. Okay, I did it. Got it. Cool. It's selected. So now we're going to end turn, I think. And that one is in the works. All right. Most star systems are most star systems are composed of a diverse range of planet types. Unsurprisingly, many are initially uninhabitable and require advanced technology to become colonizable. Of course, if you are unable to colonize any planets in a solar system, then possession of the solar system would be impossible. Fear not, though, you can hover the cursor over indicated areas beneath each planet to learn what technology would help you take over the planet. Got it. So if I hover over this one, colonize lava. Well, we can't do that, so we need to research missing technology, maximized exploration. So then go up here, and I see a search button down here, so instead of having to drag all over the screen, I'm going to look for maximized exploration. Must be way up there then. Okay. Technologies that permit the colonization of new planet types can be recognized by colonization symbol, which is a little flag on the side of the technology. Got it. So is that thing? Each stage colonization technologies will allow the colonization of less extreme planetary biomes and will help your empire gain a foothold. Okay, right. But I'm not really sure what you're wanting me to do here. So we are just going to maybe I see it's highlighting all of the options that have flags next to them. The issue is I don't see the one that says, like this one says colonized tundra. I'm not seeing the one that says colonized lava. So I'm wondering if maybe that's a further option then. Colonized Mediterranean. I see. It's making sense now. Colonized barren. Colonized arid. Savanna. Snow. Steppes. Toxic. I feel like there are more over here. Ash, lava. Got it. So I need this one. What is this one? Gas giant. So I need this one, but I don't know. I guess I have to unlock that. So we're not ready for it, I assume. Got it. But I'm starting to see the effects. So I need to somehow get past this orange line and to start researching this, and then I can research that one, and then I would be able to colonize that other thing. But this one says inhospitable, and to get it, we need to be able to colonize desert. So let's focus on that one for now. So go back to technology and see if we can find desert, which I think would be easier to colonize than lava. So it kind of probably should be a little bit closer to the top, maybe. Steps. Snow. I didn't see it earlier, did I? Savanna. Arid. Desert. So we need to get to this one, but we can't, again, until we get past this number 2, this orange line. Got it. So then the next thing I'm going to do is jump up and look at this area and see if these are... So this is colonizable. This is inhospitable. It is an arid planet. So let's check technology and see how far away arid is. I know I saw that one. Relatively close to the top. I think it was this one. Yeah, so also under that 2 point. So we've got to figure out how to get past that 2 point. Since we're not there yet, this fleet is idle. I guess what I could do is... we sent our drone that way. I guess what I could do is go ahead and send him... this way. I would send him off that way, but I don't want to like get too far away from home base until we have a better grasp of the game. So I'm just going to have him kind of come down here and explore in this direction. And then I'm going to end my turn. Hey guys. Hey DM, yeah, this is called Endless Space 2. It's on Steam. It's free just for the weekend. Typically, it's a $40 game. It's on, so they're giving us Saturday and Sunday of this weekend to try it out. It's a lot like Civilizations, if you've played that before, or any of those. A lot of learning. I'm learning a lot here. Again, free this weekend, and then if you decide to buy it this weekend, you can get it for just under $14. Otherwise, if it goes back to full price after this weekend, it'll be $40. So we're giving it a shot here for an hour or two and seeing if we like it enough to add it to our list of things that we'll stream. So far, I don't hate it. It's just I don't know how stream friendly it is because it's a very slow-paced game. Lots and lots of learning. All right, so making sure we have all of our technology and stuff selected. Sorry for the delay on the stream, guys. I stopped looking for a second there. Okay, so our infinite supermarkets are almost done researching. I kind of feel like I want to go ahead and get one of each ship, one more of each of my ships. So I'm going to put those in the queue, and then I'm going to go ahead and start on another construction. I can't afford that one, so we're going to go with this one. So that should take care of our construction for a little while. We have a colonization ship that's arrived up here, so let's click in here and see what it can do. Almost there. By validating this colonization, your settler ship will be disassembled after sending your population to the planet. Got it. So we do need to make sure we're getting more colonization ships or settler ships, because after it seems like once they colonize something, the ship itself disperses. So I'm going to colonize Aquarius 1. Well, this is neat. Look at this. So now we have a new outpost. That was neat. I like the little intro video, little No Man's Sky feel there. So I don't have any instructions or directions on what to do next. So I'm going to click on the planet and see if I need to construct something. I don't have population there yet, so I guess I can't. Maybe do a planet scan. Well, that's neat. It's a very, very pretty game. Really neat little designs to it. So this is what it can contribute in its normal phase, I guess. Again, we don't have any people there yet. I cannot colonize this yet. We have to get the arid colonization capability. All right, so let's see what he says. Well done. With an outpost established, migrants will begin to arrive on your new world from your empire in the form of automated civilian ships that you do not control. Once enough of your people have arrived to form a single population unit, the outpost will become a colony and the system will be yours. Okay. Be wary though, another empire may set up a competing outpost. Use outpost actions to incite faster migration and make sure you're the first to establish a colony. Okay, so what does that mean? Hovering over this greener grass. I guess we don't need to do these yet because it says, let's see. Got it. Okay, it's absorb 10 food each turn from your opponent's outpost. So these allow you to, I guess, propaganda more, or I don't know if that's the right word, convince more civilians to kind of move here faster. So the first one, we get to absorb food from an opponent, but there are no opponents in the area to do that to, so I can't select that one. Second, I get to move, it says, who can ignore the lures of dust. So you use dust, which is kind of a magical currency, I think, in the game, based on the tutorial videos or the trailer videos that I've seen. This says for 10 turns, it affects food growth on the planet, maybe. And then the last one, we send more food to the outpost, which draws people in. So we've got a couple of options here. What I'm seeing on these resources is not good. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the middle one. So it took away some of my dust, but for the next 10 turns it's going to enhance that planet a little bit. So we're going to give that a shot and see what happens. Let's end our turn and see what happens. I'm going to zoom out. And there we go. So it looks like we have another system down here that I did not see earlier. Okay. It's got 4 planets. All of them look to be inhospitable currently, so we're not going to stress over that. The reason we can see that is because our system's view range has expanded, so that's kind of neat. We've got a ship going out in this direction looking for stuff. So far it hasn't found anything. This ship has kind of broken down because we colonized that planet. We do have a probe continuing to go this way. Wow, it went so far that I guess it got lost. So there's that. I think this particular thing, so they do repurpose their drones, their probes. You can only use them though once they've reached a point and stopped. And then this solar system, we still have supermarkets in the work. Then we're going to get some more ships. Now that I know that those ships are, particularly the settler ship, disassembles itself, I'm probably going to start getting a couple of those going. Alright, and we're going to just end turn again. So, same as with civilization, sometimes you skip turns a few times. I don't know what that ship is, or who they are. Oh, that is a civilian ship, I think. Or maybe that, yeah, that has to be. Oh, yeah, so we're about to find a new system here. But yes, same with civilization. Sometimes you get to points where you just need to pass a few turns to let things construct and get yourself caught up. So we're just going to do that again. Not taking any major action. I do know that this ship is now, it has landed, and we should be able to affect this territory now. So I'm going to click on the ship, and we are going to mineral rich. Okay, so very nice system it looks like. I'm going to click this little, so the one of the suggestions that the game made was if you see this little symbol, click it, and what will happen is your ship will deploy one of its probes to investigate that planet. And it looks like this particular planet has deciduous trees. I guess that's how you say it. They are mutated trees likely crafted by the Endless that filter dust. So this actually, because these plants are on this planet, we get more dust, which will feed our banking. It's kind of like our currency, so that's cool. And now we are going to use, can be used multiple times to recharge each turn. We're going to launch a probe. Where are we going to send this probe, though? I'm going to go ahead and send the probe this way because I see a trail line going there. No, I'm not, because I will probably send that ship in that direction next. I'm going to send it the opposite direction, so we're going to send it this way. So the probe will, I got it. So the probe expires after 5 or 6 turns. So it's going to go this way and see if it picks up anything in that direction. I will send this ship here in the next turn or two this way, because I have a feeling that this trail and this trail are probably going to intersect in this area. We've got ships working here. Let's go ahead and end our turn. I see these little, yeah, so these that we're seeing here are I assume they're cargo and sending people to our new colony. Got it. Okay, so let's see. Nothing else can be done with this ship yet. So we're going to end turn again. I'm hoping, like Civilization, that once your stuff has kind of... yeah, once your stuff has kind of started to finish itself, like once your manufacturing is done, once your technology is done, that it will give you a notice. I haven't seen any notices recently, so that does make me a little bit curious. We have so we have 2 more turns on this particular technology. We could start looking at another technology to begin developing. I just don't know what my priorities need to be yet. Yeah, and I don't see anything here that I'm like, ooh, I have to have that right now. If I saw that one of the planets that we've come across I could colonize because I researched one of these, I would do that, but I don't see any yet. Ash, yeah, we've not seen an ash planet yet. Alright, so we're just gonna continue ending turns. There we go. Cooperative quest started. Rumor of an academy. So it seems like maybe we've come across another empire. This reads, there are heroes and there are heroes, capital H. Legends of prowess, familiar to all yet witnessed by none. The heroes of these tall tales are a dime a dozen. But in the leaders you have met, and in the murmurs of your crew and colleagues, there are stories of other heroes, living heroes, whose actions and efforts have changed the course of battles and bureaucracies, whose actions and decisions have been pivotal in the rise and fall of empires. When one speaks of these heroes, masters of dust and its vast powers, one also speaks of the place where they studied, where they learned these feats of strength and genius. It is simply referred to as the Academy. Some seem to present it as a center of higher learning. Oh, lost my spot. Where did it go? Higher learning. There we go. While others mention it in tones more suitable to worship and epiphany. It would be good to know the truth of all of this. It would be good if our ships were the first to make formal contact with it and meet its leaders, shrouded in mystery. They are as few in number as they are great in power, the heroes of the galaxy. They learned their skills at a place simply referred to as the Academy, but the first to find this place and some of its secrets will certainly be yours. Be the first. Sorry, got it. Be the first to find this place. All right, so we've got a new quest. We got to find this academy and see what it is exactly. We are still... I kind of feel like we've already done this. Discover another star. We bring... Yeah, so don't I have Dimitri yet? No? What are we waiting on for that? Not sure why that quest is not completed yet. Discover and colonize another star system by bringing a colonizer ship to the system. I guess maybe after we get the our people have moved there and we get our first population, that'll happen. We've got a research complete. It does make suggested research options next, so let's kind of see what our options are here. We can increase our dust, increase our food some more, increase our defense, and increase our science. I am going to go, we just did food, so I'm going to spread the love a little bit and do science because that progresses us faster. You have unlocked a military ship hull. Good for you. You're now able to create and edit military ship designs based on the new hull. Click on the military status screen in the control banner. Up here, create. Let's hold this. Okay. First things first, your new ship design needs a name. Names are important, so choose something fitting. Something grand, something slick, or not. It's up to you. Got it. Different hulls are optimized for different roles, so choose the appropriate hull for the task at hand. The size tells you the number of command points the design will require in a fleet. Select a hull, preferably not a colonizer, for better understanding of the process. Got it. I don't know... That is not... Okay, so that's an attacker, a protector, colonizer, exploration. We are going to, because we don't have any military, we're going to do attacker first. As you can see, the hull defines a number of ship characteristics, the number of types of modules which are compatible, its base statistics, but also the initial production and upkeep. Different modules can be added to different ships. They are divided into 3 categories: weapon, defense, and support. Select a category tab, then drag and drop any module to the ship. Double click. Hi, Esther. Alright, so here are our modules up here. We can enhance the plating, gravitix engine, so increase movement. So increase health, movement, slugs. So we can increase the damage output, plasma beam, shielding, torpedoes, laser. Interesting, got it. So I think this, we'll give it plating and we'll do that up here. So that impacts its health. I think it... Got it. So we will do a long-range weapon up top. We will do a... No, I don't want that. We're going to remove that, and we're going to put a plasma beam up top because it seems like it can manage all ranges. That's pretty cool. I'm all about that. And then on the sides, we're going to do long range. We will do long range. I'm really appreciating the little animations and nuances that it has. And then we have one more module that we can put in. So I've got kind of a long range So I think we're going to do a short range also, just in case we get into close combat. So that is the torpedoes. Short range. We're going to do slugs. Yeah, that feels good. This particular module would probably be movement. We're going to drop that in there. And let's give it a name. We will call this Betsy. And create the design. And now you can see we can create Betsy's if we need to. I don't know if you can see that on my window, but up here on the top right, we've got all of our different ships, and we have one named Betsy. So now I have a settler ship, a corvette, which is an attacker, a patrol, which explores. That's the one we've got kind of out and about looking around. We've got an escort, which is a protective ship. And then we have Betsy. Got it. Cool. Let's end the turn and see where that leaves us. You have accrued enough influence to pass your first law. Open up the Senate screen. Okay. There are 6 political parties and law categories: militarist, scientist, ecologist, pacifist, religious, and industrialist. Crucially, the leading political parties of your Senate determine the categories of laws you can pass. In the active laws pane, click on Pass Laws button to see what laws can be voted. That would be this, I guess. Alright, I can super tax act. Which gives us more dust but makes us less happy. Cram exam tax, more science but less happy. Toys for boys. Makes us happy but reduces our industry. New colony. 20% on outposts. Plus 25 approval every 5 turns, or for 5 turns when acquiring a new colony. Lower fleet cost. Minus 15% to ship industry. The only one that seems positive all the way around is going to be the new colony rule, so we're going to start with that one. Maybe. Let's see what he says. More laws will become available. We're going to pass this and see what that does for us. Pass laws immediately apply their powerful effects on the Empire. However, an upkeep in influence must be paid based on the number of systems owned and the law power. If paying this upkeep becomes impossible, the law starts being abrogated progressively. Okay. End turn. We are still colonizing way up there. This guy, I am thinking we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and send out more probes just because, and I'm going to send one out in that direction even though, because that's the direction we are not going, and then I'm going to send one in this direction because we're not going there. So we got 3 probes for this guy, one going way over here, oh, and didn't find anything so it disappeared. We now have one going kind of north, what is that, northeast, and then we've got one going east. And then we're going to send this guy down this track. And I, again, think it's probably going to meet up with whatever this one over here is running to, so we'll kind of have a diamond being shaped here. End our turn. A lot of stuff just happened. Your outpost turned into a colony. Nice. So we now have a colony over there. We're going to exit this. We got Dmitry Linko. We now have a hero on our team. I'm not sure yet what that means. I hope that will elaborate on that soon. You have discovered the planet Auriga. This garden planet was used as a botanical laboratory by the Concrete Endless, with myriad experiments run on both native and alien life forms. Site of major conflict during the Dust Wars, the environment degraded and the surface of the planet was eventually covered in ice. While there are rumors and expeditions that claim to have discovered miraculous ruins and vestiges of great empires, today Auriga is an icy tomb. Cool. Let's see what it looks like. It's way up here. Got it. So one of my probes found that. If you haven't already done so, let's examine a key part of your manpower. To begin, zoom into. I'm zooming into this, I guess. Manpower, right there. Got it. On this screen, you can see your defense percentage, defense. Defense defines how well your systems can resist an invasion, and some technologies can increase the maximum defense capacity of the system. Notice that defense is in fact a population resource called manpower. The manpower comes from food production. Okay. So we are going to click military screen first. Here you can see more detail on manpower. The base increase is all the MP you generate in your systems. All your systems send MP, which is automatically added to the Empire MP at the end of your turn. Fleets systems show the MP consumed to operate your fleets and systems, which cannot exceed the Empire manpower plus base. Oh, good grief. Earlier you saw that some food is converted and sent to Empire manpower. Manpower is split in several parts between systems to provide defense. Systems provide fleets. On fleets, MP is converted into crews. Fleets replenish MP when ships have lost crew in battle or are built with insufficient amounts of MP. Replenishment rates vary according to location of the fleet. To increase a ship's MP capacity, you can unlock and add MP modules by updating their ship designs. Click on the Manage button if you want to understand the link between MP and troops. I'm going to click it only because it says to do so, and I don't feel like I will progress well if I don't. But there is a lot to learn here, isn't there? Troops indicate what kind of ground forces you have. They are used during invasions to defend your systems or invade enemy systems. The more MP you have on systems or ships, the more troops you have. All troops have stats, health, damage, and cost. You can upgrade your troops or unlock new ones. Composition of armies in terms of troop types is the same for systems and ships. So infantry, armor, and air are different ones that we have. It looks like right now we've got infantry stuff going on here. Okay. Looks like you can use dust to upgrade these. Cool. Alright, so we're not going to worry about this until it tells us we really need to. We're going to move our way back out here. Looks like we've got our ships ready. It says constructed ships are automatically assigned to the system's hangar structure, which can shelter an unlimited number of ships. Cool. Orbiting ships can also be moved to the hangar at any time, and there is a good way of this is a good way of hiding your military forces from other people. Select your ships and left click on create to form fleets. Okay, left click. What am I missing? I'm looking for a create. Select your ship. Okay. Left click create. Creates a new fleet. Okay, so maybe that button. I don't know what I just did. Select all the fleets in the list. I don't see any fleets. Create a new fleet from the selected ships. No ships are selected. Where are my ships at? I feel like they should be in here. Go back. Got it. Cancel. Okay. Hero management. Behind every great civilization lies great leaders. In your empire, the most important of these are your academy heroes. Can't speak. Dust-enhanced individuals from across the galaxy who can change the course of history. Trained at the fabled academy, heroes come in 4 classes: guardians, seekers, overseers, and counselors. Heroes can be assigned as system governors or fleet admirals to boost performance. Note that assigning heroes incur a dust upkeep and must wait a few turns when reassigned. To recruit new heroes into your empire, you must discover the system where the fabled academy is located, or build the academy embassy, a unique building unlockable by stage 2 genealogy. Inspect and assign or unassign heroes from this screen. Okay. Considering it says he's a senator, we're going to assign him to a system. We will assign him to this system for now. We are going to send a ship this way. And we are going to send this ship this way. And then we are going to choose construction because we need more ships. I need 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, well, let's go over there and fix that. We're going to give them drone net first because that's what they told us to do. Then we're going to give them... Oh, cool. So you can flee systems. That's neat. We're going to go ahead and give them cerebral. We're just going to do these. So what I think I'm going to do for this particular community, since we can build ships in the other one, and the other community is down here. So Dusay is going to be our build ships and send them out. Aquarius, we're going to focus on getting them up and running as a colony that generates resources for us. Same thing with Primus, because there are so many different planets in Primus and it looks like it's very rich in materials. So those two we're going to focus on resources at this point. Whereas again, Dusay is going to focus primarily on that ship production because we can branch out in all directions from them. So we're going to end our turn. Select a political party. He is an industrialist, so we could go that route. It helps you with building things. Militarists are going to help you with military. General construction. So the religious components help you with construction. Ecologists help you generate resources and happiness. Scientists help you generate science. Pacifists help you generate dust. I'm a person of food and people, so we're gonna go ecologists, I think, just because. The survey says, voting intentions gathered during the latest political surveys. Just because it's our first time running through, we're going to go with the majority on this one. Okay. probes are still looking around out in that area. This guy is still heading up in this direction. We don't have anyone in this area yet. We have a ship headed out in that to settle that. And I have a ship going this direction. Where did that go? All right, so we have research. We finished some research. So let's select our next type of research. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one here, PEV scale accelerators, because I see it'll open up a new type of planet to us. It also drastically seems to influence our science, which obviously we need to continue researching, and then we'll head back over to this side of the list next. Down there. Technology stage unlocked. Okay, so now I think we're at stage 2, which means that we can start colonizing some of those more difficult planets that we found earlier. I'll look at that here in the next turn or two. Empire is an influence and industry-based faction. Let's click on the technology screen in the control banner in order to learn more. You can click on your system if you want to learn more about attributes and gameplay. Like most factions, the United Empire can unlock new technologies using the science resource to research them. Select an initial technology from the technology tree you want to learn more, if you want to learn more. This is the one we're working on. Note that if you have enough reserves, you can buy out by using influence. So I have 356 influence. That's pretty nice. So I could just buy this out if I wanted to, I guess. I don't see what the cost of it is. Note that if you have enough reserves, okay, but how? Because I don't see a button to push for that. And I really want to research that. Okay, so we're going to research this, then this, and see what that does. And then we'll do that third. Got it. Okay, I can't buy out because I don't have enough. I need, it looks like just under 100 more. About 80 more. Got it. Okay. End turn. Alright, so we have a ship that has... Ooh, babies, not booms. Unforgettable events. At any time, major events can happen that will have a strong impact on your empire for a fixed number of turns. They may be connected to your population demographics, your warmongering, or simply economic choices. Quest and event screens help you keep track. So it looks like there has been a noticeably increased birth rate in one of your systems. Identifies as military and scientific. Trend is particularly common among Hiroshima. Why? Your advisors say it's a cultural response to the instability of galactic warfare. Interesting. While a leading analyst claims it's a reaction to the prosperity of peace. Perhaps no one knows. Got it. Cool. So, some sort of increase in babies. Every major civilization in the galaxy is different, and each one brings different capabilities to be mastered. Open the newly accessible Empire summary screen. Remember, information is power. Hover the cursor over the side panel to learn the Empire's unique faction affinities and traits. Understanding this, okay. In addition, the Empire summary screen gives a very useful overview of your Empire's star systems, providing you with the ability to perform most of the common system actions. How does the Empire emerge victorious? Triumph can come in many different guises. The victory hexagon displays the 6 different ways that victory can be attained and show your current position in each category. Hover the cursor over each victory name to see the condition. Alright, so if we accomplish any one of these, which I don't think we're going to really focus on doing right away, this is just a run through again, and we're probably going to move on to another more exciting feature here soon. But you can go in one of these directions and win the game, it seems like. Cool. So we have a ship that landed here in Primus. We are going to zoom in. Okay, so the first thing we want to do here in Primus is figure out which of these planets we would want to colonize. I'm thinking just a quick look. We may not be able to do so yet. We could do that one. Yeah, we've got some technologies that we need to do before we can. I almost think we might... Primus looks like it would be okay. Because we've got food, industry, dust, science. Whereas the others have, like this one has really high dust and industry, but no food, science, or whatever. I'd rather kind of do it even keel across the board first and then expand out to those other places. All right, so we are going to colonize this planet here. As we learned before, this takes a little bit of time. Wow. That's pretty cool. I actually really like that. Yeah, so we're going to do Primus 1, which is this greenish, kind of a, I guess you would say, a teal-ish color planet way over here on the right. And we can actually... There are no outposts in the area, so I'm really not going to worry about spending resources on these yet. It looks like it'll take maybe 20 turns for us to colonize the area. We could probably enhance that or cut that down in half if we did one of those, but I'm not in a rush. And again, I don't know how much longer we're going to be on today. On this particular game, I think I'm going to switch over to something else here soon. So anyway, I'm going to back out. This sector is doing what it's doing. We've got Leo up here, which we have not seen yet. Let's jump down in here. Leo definitely looks like it's an inhospitable area. That last one had really good industry. This one has really good industry. It's a little bit of everything. Most of these planets are currently inhospitable. Now, considering the reputation of Auriga here, I might want to kind of expedite trying to pursue that one. It looks like this area has 2 suns in it. That's kind of neat. I might go after this particular planet just based on the reputation it told us about earlier. Let us back out again, and we've discovered this area. Let's see what's going on here. Eta 1, Eta 2, Eta 3. All of them are currently... This one we could colonize that one because we've learned the tundra aspect. Since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and click on this little thing to see what this shows us. On Eta 2, analysis of subterranean on planet was successful. Basic monohull plating. So I imagine that's something that we can add to a ship later. Nice. All right, so that's this area. Let's scroll back out and see if our drones or probes found anything. They did not, so that's the other thing we're going to do really quick is this ship is going to send out a drone or probe in this direction. We're working there. We do have this. Rigel. So we've got Rigel 1. We could colonize that. It's a forest community. It's got pretty good resources to it. This one is inhospitable. Some nice stuff. Really, really good science. So that would be great if we wanted to get a boost there. But it's inhospitable because it is a barren planet, and we don't yet have the technology for that. There's not anything that I need to send out. No probes to those planets. So I'm actually going to use the 2 probes on the ship to send them in different directions. We're going to send one this way and one that way. I think this one going south, oh, it looks like both will hit something, so that's nice. We found Heka. Let's click on it. I don't know how much research we did here. We could send a ship down here because a couple of these planets have things that we need to investigate, so I'll probably use one of these extra ships that I have in works once they actually construct, and we'll send it down here to Heka. I think to do that, I'm probably going to have to follow these trails because I don't think it'll just let me skip down here, which I think is a little silly, but no worries there. Let's see if I can click on this now. So we did find Kuma is a new place. 1 planet, 2 suns. That's interesting. Not a lot being offered there. A little bit of food, a little bit of dust, a little science. Probably not going to be a priority for me to colonize that. The distant constellation. Do you know how to reach it? In order to travel without lanes, you have to unlock... Okay, got it. So we can't actually reach Kuma because we don't have the lines between us until we reach a higher level. Since he has finished that, we're going to go ahead and follow... Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and head this way, and then the next ship that generates will move that way. Okay. End our turn. Alright, let's see. Hidden Rebellion. It's like a knife through the heart. You joke, Henry, you say. Okay. I'm not going to read all of this for the sake of time and sanity for all of us. Choose an objective. We can intimidate, reach 800 manpower stock in your empire, bribe, reach 600, stockpile 600 dust. We have that technically. Or locate, explore 10 curiosities. I am going to go with bribe because I can already see up here that it seems like we've got that. And done. New event, an unexpected guest. 2 Calgeros on System Duce. So it seems like we've got a new race or species that has introduced itself. Out of the blue, a new minor faction has abruptly moved onto one of your planets and have no intentions of leaving anytime soon. Whether they are friendly or not is yet to be discovered. Hopefully their intrusion won't be for long. Won't be long. It's up to you to decide how to treat them. Got it. Alright. That ship is headed here. Probes are going out finding stuff. These probes are gone. That probe's heading that way. We will go ahead and not do anything there. End turn. Rare earth forms. Alright, so we finished a nether research. So we finished this research. That allows us to now build on Mediterranean planets. And then we're starting on this one here. Okay. We got that. So Outpost Traders Reach. We've got a new tool there. Hidden Rebellion Part 2. Build a ship with at least 142 offensive military power. We could probably do that. Produce at least 49 dust per turn. We are not there yet. Or produce at least 92 science per turn. We are producing... I don't see how much science I get each turn. I'm looking up in the top left corner, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and do this one again, just because we are about halfway there. Okay. End turn. New event, Slingshot. Study. Minus 20% fleet health on fleet on garrison first. Minus 2. We're going to study it. Alright guys, we have reached 26 turns in the game. It's now 1:30, so I've been streaming, I believe, for an hour and a half. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I think we're going to come back with a different game. This is a neat one to test out. The vote is still out on how excited I am about it. It's a neat game. I don't think it's a stream, the kind of game that I would stream too often, because it is a lot of learning, a lot of reading. It's pretty slow scale. I think we'll come back and try... I'll think on it. I haven't tried... We might try PUBG or Realm Royale. I've got to see how confident I'm feeling, because I know I'm going to look horrible at trying them on stream. But we might give them a shot. So I'm going to take a break for just a couple of minutes. I'm going to tab out and pause everything here for a minute, and I will be right back here in, we'll say less than 5 minutes. All right, talk to you guys here in a second. Thanks.
You headed out to a day party, barbecue, or outdoor festival? Well, let me hit you with this weather forecast. 98 degrees and no breeze. But don't worry, man. Old Spice's Pure Sport Antiperspirant is the perfect wingman to keep you fresh and crisp all day long.
It's time for the Publix Back to School sale. Right now, stock up on the products kids love to find in their lunchboxes, like select Kellogg's or General Mills cereals, Dan & Danimal smoothie tubes, and Capri Sun 100% juice blends are all buy one, get one. Get great deals on Cheerios and Chex cereal, and after-school snacks like Sargento string cheese. Even Tyson chicken nuggets, tenders, and patties are all on sale right now. Hurry in now for the Back to School sale at Publix supermarkets, where shopping is a pleasure.
At Fidelity, we believe nothing should come between you and your money. So we're introducing zero account fees with zero minimums to open. All because we want you to invest with zero trade-offs. Visit fidelity.com/value to learn more. Zero account minimums and zero account fees apply to self-directed brokers' accounts only. Transacting in securities or holding specific investments such as mutual funds or selecting certain account features or types such as managed accounts may incur fees including commissions and other expenses and may require specific investment minimums. Investing involves risk including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
We could be holding up our light. We could be fighting for what's right. Or we could be falling to pieces. Under the bridge of fire burns. Somewhere the pages start to turn. And somebody whispers, I need this.
Hey guys, we are back at it. Alright, so against my better judgment, hey, y'all don't fight. Sorry, I gave my dogs some treats and they're bickering over it. Alright, against my better judgment, we are going to try out some PUBG. Now, disclaimer. First things first, apologies for taking a few minutes longer than I expected. I decided to scarf down a sandwich real quick because I hadn't eaten today. I'm going to go probably for another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We'll give this a shot, see how ragey I get. I'm going to go ahead and preface by saying that this is a Battle Royale game. I have tried Fortnite. I played Fortnite on PlayStation for probably 4 or 5 months. Started getting good, and then I tried to switch to a PC. That 4 or 5 months was meant absolutely nothing, switching over to PC. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to try some PUBG. PUBG is, if you're not familiar, it is a Battle Royale game. It's a little bit more realistic than Fortnite. Fortnite, you're supposed to be able to acquire different types of materials. Again, let me check my settings and just make sure that I don't have anything muted or Let's see. Yep, you guys should be hearing everything. Yeah, so PUBG, which stands for Player Unknown Battleground, I believe, is what that's called, or is what that abbreviation spans out to. But ultimately, you jump from a plane into a continent or island with about 100 other or 99 other people, and you collectively fight each other to last man standing. So we're gonna give this a shot again. This is all in humor because I do not claim to be a professional player at this. Alright, so I've gone ahead and hit play. It's looking for a match, and it should drop us into a server here in just a minute or so. I'm not ready yet to jump into Fortnite with you guys, just because Fortnite's controls are a little bit more evolved. You have fighting and shooting, and then you also have a building component. For whatever reason, I have the worst time balancing those two, so I need to get a little bit more under my belt. What will probably happen is once we get excuse me, once we get to a point where I've got somebody else who plays Fortnite, we will likely jump it on with them and do some playground mode, get me some more, and work on getting me some more experience with building. Okay, let me spread my desk out a little bit so I have enough mouse room. I wonder if I need settings. Let's see how different that is. That feels a little bit better. A little more fluid. Oh, he moved. Did not realize they had a... Yeah. Alright. And we should be getting started in the actual combat here in just a second. This is PUBG, so this is the island or whatnot that you will jump down onto. We have about 94 other players in this particular match. You can see that in the top. Well, you probably can't see that because my camera's in the way, but up in the top right corner it says 94 alive. That number will change as people start dying off. What a great way to say that. We fly over the island and jump off at a certain point. You can start seeing people kind of jump out the back of the plane there now. About half the plane has jumped. I'm going to wait just a little bit. Again, being new, I need to give myself a little bit of a warm-up here. So I'm going to wait until I feel like I'm going to be landing with a few less people. Alright, we will jump now. If it lets me. F. I'm used to it being spacebar in Fortnite. Alright, we're going to choose one of these areas to start looking for some loot. What happens is you land in a part of the map. I think I'm going to go to this larger section over here. You land in an area of the map. As soon as you start landing, you start looking for loot that you can use to fight other people with. That could be everything from like a machete to a shotgun. So there's all kinds of weapons and whatnot that you can acquire. Healing kits and all of that. Armor. The good news is I don't see any other parachutes near me. That doesn't mean that people didn't land here though. Oh, I do see a machete there, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Well, that's all I see so far. think there's a way to vault. Oh, okay, yeah, spacebar. Yeah, so I'm opening my inventory to add stuff into my, because you can see a little bit better things that might be hidden on the ground. Let's see. I'm gonna grab those until I get a gun. Bandages, you need bandages to heal yourself. I already have a backpack, so we're gonna move on. Don't need the gas can yet. The one thing you do have to make sure of, let me hit map, you want to make sure that at all times you stay within this circle that's on the map. Luckily, it's in my favor right now, so I don't have to rush. I have played a couple of games before this where the circle has been on the other side of the continent and you've had to race to get there. We definitely want this. Now I have some armor. Finding a lot of attachments and not a lot of weapons. That's concerning. Here we go. Alright, so now I do have these attachments, and so attachments are obviously accessories you can add to your gun to make it a little bit more effective. I'm going to add the 6 scope, which allows me to snipe a little bit better. That hides my flash, which helps me stay at just a little bit. I'm still learning what goes with what, so if I try and add something to a gun that doesn't belong, that's mainly because I'm not that savvy when it comes to knowing those kinds of things. I think the cheek pad goes with the shotgun, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, we're going to take the pistol, take the ammo. You do have to watch your capacity, so here is my backpack, and this line next to it tells you about how full you are. I'm about halfway full, so I can carry quite a bit more. You can get upgrades to things, so you can find a level 2 backpack and other things. I try and close most doors behind me just because that fly right there. Yeah, this is going to be short-lived. Yep. Apparently I wasn't, my weapon did not fire. Alright. So the joy of this game is you just go back to the lobby and jump back into another match. I didn't even see how many people were left before I backed out of that. Still looking for a match. Sorry, that's not correct. That's better. Just a reminder, guys, that if you're watching, we will be streaming a little bit more later this evening. I'm going to go till probably about 3, maybe 4 o'clock, another hour or so. And then this evening, we will be streaming again. I'm expecting, if our schedules still match up, I'm hoping to be on with a friend of mine, and we're going to do a little bit of Rust together. Yeah, I don't know if they... So that will happen tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, so come check it out. Also, if you are watching on Twitch, if you're on your mobile device, look for a button that says Info. And if you look under Info, it's going to show you, it's going to give you access to all of my social media and details there. If you are on your mobile or on your PC and you're watching, it should just be that you can scroll down below where the video is present, and see the same information. You'll see a section that says rules. That's just if you guys can make sure that you maintain respect with each other. That's really all that I ask. But if you continue scrolling down, you'll see access to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We have a Discord station, so I'd encourage everybody to join that so that we can interact with each other and talk off stream. As people join the channel, we will be doing some Discord events and chat conversations, that kind of thing. So yeah, make sure you guys join in and optimize your experience. The other thing I'll say is just make sure, if you haven't already, on your Twitch screen, hit the follow button, so that you, and make sure your notifications are turned on so that you are notified when I go live. And again, anybody coming in now at this point through the screen, we spent some time. That's kind of neat, whatever that spiky thing over there is. I wonder what that is. We spent some time. We spent the first half of the stream playing a game called Endless Space 2. It is available on PC Stream or through Steam Games on PC. That particular game is free this weekend only. Oh, it looks like it's an oil rig. It's available for free this weekend only, free to play. If you want to expand your time on the game past that, you actually have to purchase it. It's usually $40, but they're running a special this weekend where you can get it for about $14. We spent some time playing that. My vote is still out on it. I don't know that I would spend the money on that kind of game. I don't know that I would spend a lot of time on stream with that kind of game. It's a very long-winded game, a lot of learning and reading and that kind of thing. So, but it seemed fun. It would probably be something I'd play kind of behind the scenes. Again, that was Endless Space 2. Very reminiscent of Civilizations meets Starship Troopers, kind of. Yeah, the controls are very different with PUBG than Fortnite. I keep trying to... I can't figure out how to continue floating forward. There's a guy over there to our south. 145 is what that looks like. I can't really see the numbers on the compass at the top. There we go. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't running. There. Not interested in the gas can. Don't really need that yet. Oh, there we go. Level 2 backpack is definitely something that I want. We are way up here. We've got to get down into that circle. That's risky. I've got about 5 minutes to do so before I start taking damage from it. Definitely going to take these. That does not work on that. I'm going to go ahead and get my... That's why. Okay, yeah. So the thing I did not do last game was pull my gun out quickly and reload it. They are not loaded when you pick them up, so definitely learned my lesson there. We're already down from 99 people to... why is it not letting me... Interesting. We're already down to 79 people. Not a lot of loot here specifically. And we need to be headed in this direction, so we're going the wrong way. So we are probably going to have to run through where that other person landed or close to in that direction, which, yay. Trying to keep a visual on the horizon just to make sure I don't get snuck up on. Don't know how easily, yeah. So look, at least this is easier than not to make my way up. Got some weapons here. Pistol. Forgive the clicking in the background. My dog Lady does not know how to lay down and relax for the life of her. Energy drink. Pick it up. The keybinds are so different. Okay. I'm used to E being how you pick everything up and interact with things, and I don't know if I want which of those I really want right now. And on here it is F for everything. We're just checking the rest of this house for anything that might be useful. Yeah, scopes are nice. I'll hold on to it. Suppressor. Definitely want this. and a vest that is helpful. Alright, so I can switch out the pistols if I want to. I don't know that I will. Grab that. So as you're gathering stuff, you're slowly upgrading your weapon stuff. We do need to start heading towards the what is this? I have a 3, so I don't need to worry about that. I'll put this on here. We need to start heading towards the circle so that we don't take damage. Grab that for now. What I want to do before we start running is take the ammo. Don't need the backpack because I already have a better one. Alright, we're going to head back down. Before we run out here, I'm going to take each of my guns and make sure that I'm reloaded so that we don't run into a difficult situation like we did before. To do that, I just select the gun from my inventory, hit R, and we should now have ammo in each. There are vehicles. I may look for one. The only thing that makes me nervous about having a vehicle is they're very loud. So it's one of those things of choosing between stealth, which out here in the wide open like this, there's not much to be stealthy with, especially if you're in a hurry. I think I can get that truck, so I probably will. And we'll at least just drive it to the edge of the circle or into the circle itself before we, come on. Yeah, we'll take this truck. And then we'll drive it to safety. I do hear gunfire. It sounds pretty far away, though. I haven't done a lot of driving in this game, so I don't know exactly how the physics and mechanics work. I don't know if it's good or bad to drive it off a hill or anything like that. I know sometimes you take fall damage in Fortnite. Again, I'm very, very, very new to... Yep, you do. I'm very new to this game. I think you're literally watching maybe my 5th attempt at playing it, so... We're now in the circle, so I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I want to go. It's a very barren area, so there's not a lot of places to hide or take cover. I am kind of in a... we're going to risk it and get up here in this little... I can't tell if he wrecked that or not. I have a level 1, and this is level 2, so we are going to switch out that vest. It gives me more to work with. I'm not going to switch out that gun. I am going to pick up the ammo because I think it speaks to the gun that I have. Again, I am not a sophisticated gun connoisseur, so I don't know what works and what doesn't. What I do kind of look at is just, okay, what am I giving up? So I can shoot slower. If I take this gun, but it does a little bit more damage. I prefer speed because I can get more bullets into someone. I'm always picking up the ammo that I come across. Okay. That's good. I've got a helmet now. That'll help a little bit with that. Ooh, military vest, yes. I would really like to find a little bit of healing. I don't want to use my med kit that I have because that is a full heal. It will I don't want to say it would be a waste. It may not be, depending, you know, every hit point counts when you're in a gunfight. Yeah, I'm not going to take that one either. I've got a lot of people here in the area. Because I already have one. I think I can crouch and lay down too, so I may... There we go. Level 3 backpack, that's an upgrade. I do have a shotgun, so I need those. Okay. I don't see anything else out here on the roof, so what I think I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to check the circle. We're on the very edge, so this red circle you see at the bottom of the map, that means that there is a air raid happening, so they're dropping bombs in that area. So luckily it's far away. I think I might try and make it towards Monte Nuevo on the map and just see what comes of that. I've heard a lot of foot traffic, but we're also on the edge of the circle, which means people are probably just trying to get out of the danger zone. I'm going to check a couple more of these buildings because, again, if I can find... I will switch this out. I do hear that motorcycle. No, I don't need these then. Drop these things that I may not need. So I do need to grab that gun and reload it. I have a 4x scope, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, that's a real car. That is not an in-game car. Probably could have shot at him, but again, being new, I'm a little bit of a chicken. Not gonna lie. Don't need that. We'll get this. All right, now that we have 2 first aid kits, I'm a little less hesitant about using one here in the next second or so. Okay. Lots of stuff here. I'm grabbing these grenades so that I can hopefully use them. I will grab this pan. It will replace the sickle that I had, but you also wear it across your butt, your bum, and that can prevent you from taking injury if you're shot at from behind. I'll take that. Oh, I hear gunshots. I will take this. Sorry about the noise in the background. I live not far from a... why am I not picking that up? I don't live far from a fire station, so I guess I'm at capacity on those. So every once in a while I do have a gun, or a... we are maxed out on... Got it. I'm going to switch out this for that, because I have around 300 rounds of that. Alright, let's get going. We have to get quite a ways. If we find another vehicle, we may take it. I don't really want to go back for that truck. Probably am going to regret that decision here in just a little bit. Guys, if you're lurking in the stream, say hi. Who's watching right now? I do see another truck up here that we can try and grab. I'm wondering... It's gunshots. Off toward the southeast, I think. I was going to say we're going to grab this truck up here, but it looks like it's been used, so I'm wondering if the person... I definitely hear someone. I don't think my guns are firing for some reason. I need to check that. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. Yup, 2 deaths. Well. I promised. I told you from the get-go, I am not the best player at this. I'm gonna grab a gun and see if I'm not shooting properly or something, because lots of people right here. I don't know if they put guns in the lobbies here. They do in Fortnite, but excuse me. Ouch. Yeah, that, oof. It's a neat map. I like this. It's this game is much more spread out than Fortnite is. In Fortnite, you've got, it's probably, you can get from one side of the map to the other in a few minutes. The movement and spread out of this particular map takes a lot of running. I don't know the map well enough to know what is a good place to jump to and what is not. Again, I've played 5 or 6 games, 5 or 6 rounds. I've not done a lot of on this, so. I think I'm going to jump over towards that little cluster of buildings right there. And definitely as we land this time, I'm going to attempt to shoot a gun quickly because I don't feel like my firing of a gun has, I think I'm going to try and land up here on this hill. Yeah, but I don't think that my, oof, maybe not. I see two people right there. Let's go. I'm going to go towards this. I definitely want a helmet. We're going to go with the helmet that we have because it's a level 2 military type helmet. Oh, grab this. Hold on to these. And I want to make sure, yeah, so we know it. That's the button that does it. I don't know why it didn't feel like I was shooting at all in the 2 encounters that we had. I'm gonna grab this pistol. I need to find a backpack because without a backpack, your inventory fills up very, very fast. Definitely gonna take a shotgun. Yeah, see, I think I'm already at capacity technically, so I need to remember that this ammo is here in case I do find a... Yep, there we go. That's what I needed. Okay, run back and grab that ammo real quick. Lady, please go lay down. Pretty please. That is the opposite of what I just asked you to do. This is not a drivable vehicle. Some you can drive, some are damaged, that kind of stuff. I am going to... I think I've checked most of those, so I'm going to go over here for a second and find a place to kind of crouch so that I can make sure everything is loaded. I don't even know where it's coming from. Dang it. I was trying to see where the circle was. Oi. Definitely a learning experience. There I was thinking, oh, I'll go over here to the trees and be a little bit covered up. Alright, let's see. For those of you watching, has anybody played PUBG before? Or Fortnite? Or Realm Royale? Those are the 3 big ones that seem to be out right now. Are there any others that you know about that you play or prefer? Yes, that's what I was going to go for. If you guys get a chance to share the video, that would be awesome. You should be able to find a button on the Twitch channel. Share it to Facebook for me, that would be great. Oof, those falls. I do like that they give you the opportunity to run around a little bit before the game I was trying to jump through that window. It gives me a chance to just get familiar with the different keys and what they do. I think I'm going to try and jump for maybe like this area. Kind of centralize me a little bit. So that if the circle is on one side or the other, I'm pretty close to that bridge, so I can get one side or the other. The bridges are typically pretty popular, because especially considering where the circle comes from, because if you land on one side, you have to use the bridge or swim, and most people would not want to swim that distance. I don't see anyone landing too close to me. I see some. I definitely need to work on landing a little bit better. Yeah, so we're in the circle right now. The circle does shrink consistently throughout the. Oh, there was something else there. A few things there. The circle shrinks throughout the progression of the game. So we're in it right now, but that will not remain the truth throughout the full gameplay. Let's reload real quick so that I can get these last few bullets. There we go. Guess you can't run and do it. You have to. Alright, so now we're in a little bit of an interesting situation. I don't think I can carry all of this ammo. So let's make sure our there, that gives us most of it. Don't need a helmet. Do I need no. Got that helmet. Actually, was that a higher level helmet? Level 2, I have level 2, so we're good. I am going to take that, which means I don't need this. I need, yeah, I've got to find a backpack. Yeah, so let's find out. Let's try and find a backpack, because otherwise, I'm pretty much at capacity. I might be able to get a little bit more now that I have a vest, but not nearly enough. Nope. Yeah, so the vest lets you carry a bit more, but. Load everything. Still in the circle, so good news there. Could also use a pistol of some sort if we have that. There we go. So we have a pistol now. That's good news. The downside, I don't think we're going to have much room for ammo for it, so we're going to drop those, pick these up, make sure we reload it, and maximize our space. Go ahead and grab what we can left of those bullets too. Alright, we're just... doesn't go to anything. Okay. Pick up the 6 over the 2. This is a holograph. I think we're good there. Backpack, yay. I always feel like I'm at an extreme standstill when I don't have like a backpack or something to help. Especially because we had no healing. Now we have some bandages, so that's definitely more useful. Level 2, we have a level 1, so definitely take that vest. Take these. I think that's the same one I have. No, it's not. I need to stay with what we've got. Make sure everything is reloaded to max. Okay, so notice that the circle has shifted. We do have to cross the bridge. I knew that was going to happen. The danger to having to cross the... Oof. Sorry guys, I'm definitely focused. Not sure where he went. Dang. My aim was definitely bad on that. Top 36. I've had games where I've gotten to top 20, or my first or second game I got to like top 22, top 18 I think was my second one. But as you can tell, I'm a little bit timid, and I need to get out of that because obviously, like, we can just jump right into a new game. Just a reminder to check us out on Facebook if you're not on there. Just look up it's _Skydragon Twitch stream is the page on Facebook. _Skydragon Twitch stream. We're also on Twitter, Instagram. We have launched our YouTube channel. We've got some of our replays of our streams for this last week are uploaded. So if you didn't get to see some of what we did throughout this past week, definitely check us out there. You can see we did we started with Rust on, I think we launched on Wednesday. So on Wednesday we did Rust. Last night we played, what did we play last night? Good grief, my memory is horrible. The Forest. We played The Forest for quite a while last night, and it was started a base and that sort of thing. We'll pick up on that again here in this next week and see what we can add to the base we've started. And then at the beginning of this stream, earlier at noon today, we were testing out a game that's currently free on Steam called Endless Space 2. It is free until Monday morning, and then it goes back to full price, I believe. At full price, it's $40. This weekend, it's free to play for 2 days, and then if you wanted to buy it at discount, you could do so at like $14. So pretty good deal. I think it's like 66% off or something like that. And now we're playing PUBG. We're going to play PUBG probably here for another half hour or so. Maybe a little bit longer, just kind of depending on how things play out and how I feel. We are streaming again tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know how late we're going to go. That will be determined, obviously. Oof. No. That will be determined, obviously, on how I'm feeling overall, and we're trying to. My landings are horrible. We're trying to match up a schedule with a friend of ours who's going to jump in and play some Rust with us. I'm noticing that you can't just hit run and shift to run, or walk and you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to say you can't just hit the keyboard or the system or whatever does not register if you hit shift at the same time as you do walk. It doesn't cause you to run. You have to hit walk first, then shift. These games make me feel like I need to take some sort of gun education course, like the difference between gun A and gun B, because I know I'll watch other streamers and they'll be like, oh, never use this if you can get that, or you know, I always go for the AK-47 over all other guns, and I'm sitting here going, I go for something to shoot at people because I don't really know the difference. I probably need to put some time learning that, into learning that. Let's reload everything. We definitely jumped a little bit closer to a lot of people this time, so we need to be prepared to shoot them if we encounter them as we run between buildings. I'm being a little less picky about opening and closing doors behind me. More so closing them as I leave. I like to have the door closed behind me as I'm in a building, to ensure that if somebody tries to get into the building, I might be able to hear that a little bit more. And now that I say that, I know my game sound is a little bit quieter than I usually prefer it. So I'm going to find a corner in this house really quick. What are you doing? I'm going to find a corner in the house real quick and... ooh. Curious to see. It compares one gun but not both. I'm trying to see the difference between each of the guns. I'm gonna... Oof, decisions. Tommy gun. I'm gonna try it. Why not? I've seen the Vector so many times already that I feel like... Does it... Yeah, it doesn't, so... When you're switching guns, you have to make sure you take the attachments off, especially if you don't know what the attachments go to, in case you want to, do that. That does not go to anything, so I'm going to go ahead and drop it. I'm going to go over here to the corner, reload, and while that's reloading, I'm going to turn up my game sound just a bit. Maybe I'm not. Surprised it's at max. I feel like it could be a little bit noisy, a little bit more intense. Already have one. Okay. I don't think we're in the circle. I need to but we're not super far, but yeah, circle's moving in, so that means we probably need to step it up and get ready to... I think I can take this truck. I still don't have a pistol. I'm down a couple of things. I don't have my pistol. Oops. Yeah, I don't have a pistol yet, and I don't have my frying pan that I prefer to have. That little bit of extra armor is always helpful. This truck is very uncooperative. And I'm driving away from the circle, I just realized, so that's not helpful. Yeah, so I need to be on the lookout once I find a place to stop the truck. Need to look for a pistol, some sort of melee weapon, like a frying pan or a machete, or... I think just because I can kind of tell what the circle is probably going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take the bridge before other people start cutting it off. A lot of people will camp the bridge. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, as I get closer to the end here, somebody, yep, like that. They like to hide on the bridge and wait for cars to come through, especially as the circle closes in. So I was kind of expecting that to happen. Let me see. Map. I'm gonna go south. Don't have a ton of fuel, so I probably will end up stopping sooner than I want to. I was gonna try and go further south to get more centralized to where I think the circle's probably gonna end up. I think I'm gonna stop here. Ooh, good choice. I see bandages and stuff in here. A lot of stuff in here. That's not what I wanted. I want the... Oh, am I full? What did these take? 45 and okay, they 5.56. So I don't need. So I need this. I don't need this. I don't need that. I still don't know why with my backpack it's saying that I'm at capacity, because my backpack shows I'm only at half capacity. I think we're going to take the AKM over the Tommy. Oh, I didn't follow my own advice earlier, though. Drop this. Then AKM over Tommy. And then that does not go there. That does not go to either. That does not go to either. Take... it takes 762. This takes 556. So I need 556. 762. I don't need this. That is a level 1. I have a level 1, and we are apparently at capacity on it. I do need that. Level 1. I'm going to go ahead and use those painkillers that are on the floor, or the painkillers that are there. So if I understand correctly, painkillers sort of serve as like an adrenaline boost slash they ultimately help you. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of almost like wearing a shield a little bit. It takes a little bit more oomph to take you down, I guess. You have the option to. I think I've picked everything up. You have the option to pick up, I need to reload, bandages, painkillers, everything else is reloaded. Nope, that's not. Bandages, painkillers, and energy drinks, and med kits, and each one kind of serves its own purpose. Med kits and bandages heal you, obviously, but the painkillers and energy drinks add to kind of an adrenaline impact, so that you take a little bit less, or I guess it reduces damage maybe. I still do not have a pistol. It's a level 1. I don't have a vest, so that's good news. 762 I do need. Yeah, I need some of that for sure. I'll take that grenade. I don't know if I can carry any. Yeah, I can. Good. Good. So it's important to check everywhere, just because I don't need that. And again, I'm sure it's probably a little bit annoying that I am continuously opening my inventory, but I do that because when you get into rooms where there might be something on the floor, you may not be able to see all of it. So I tend to do that just to help me make sure that I'm seeing everything. All right, so real quick, I still need a pistol. Let's Let's check the circle. Yeah, so I'm glad I stopped here because we're going to probably end up mid-circle. We are in the top 17. So I'm almost tempted to just maybe sort of, I don't want to full on camp out, but I definitely don't want to be like running around too much because there are 17 people in this circle, and this circle is decent, but it's not super, super large either. I kind of like this building because if I had to, I don't like the building for the perspective that there are so many windows, so it's easy to see in, but I do like that I could back up into this room and have just one in and out, which would give me a little bit of a disadvantage against grenades and stuff, but a benefit to the idea that there are 17 people, and if 2 or 3 of them come onto this house, there's that choke point. There's not a choke point here when you've got 4 windows and a door that you can climb through. And for those of you who have not played or are interested in playing, one click just gives you a standard eyesight. If you double click, it'll actually put the scope up. That noise that you hear, that rumbling, is an air bombing over in that area. So again, that tells me that the circle is even smaller than we thought. I'm almost tempted now to maybe run to those buildings there where that fire is at, just because I'm seeing the we're in top 14. The circle's is already looking to get a little bit smaller. So I'm going to head down here to this house. Let's hope we don't get shot. I tend to do a little bit of jumping as I run, just so that if somebody's trying to snipe me, they can't get an easy lock on. I don't think we've been in here. Or yep, this is where we dropped the Tommy gun, so we have been in here. There we have one. I'm pretty sure I've checked in here. Let's just double check one more time. Yep. All right, 13 others, so that means that there are 12 other people on the map. It sounds like there's somebody. Yeah, see the circle. It could very possibly be that the circle drops down in this area, or ends down in this area, so I may have to move again. But I'm happy with where I'm at in the circle because I'm relatively centralized. I'm going to choose a focal point in this room so that I'm not in too easy of a scope from either window. Maybe even go up against this wall. And yes, this is called camping. I am doing it because I'm a noob. I am hearing silenced shooting from over here. So I think somewhere in that compound behind me is somebody shooting outward. The circle is about to drop again. I'm thinking it'll probably move. It may very well come down in here, which is going to suck. We're at the top 10. Pretty exciting. Yep, I knew it was going to do that, so we do have to head towards that compound. I was expecting that. Great. It's not a far run, that's good news. It's It's just a matter of I know that there are people already in here and I don't know where. So we're just going to check for anything useful really quick. There is this med kit, but there's not anything that I would want to drop for it. I think that leads outside. It's pretty aggressive shooting. 7 other people. Unfortunately, there's not much of a hiding spot here. I can minimize down to 1 window, 1 door. But as you can see, the circle has also moved again, so nerve-wracking. We're still not entirely in either. Oh, I see a guy to my left. Yeah, that time I died to the play zone. My health dropped too low. But top 5. That's... I know I'm camping, didn't get a kill, but that's still pretty decent feat. Alright, I think we'll do one more. We'll do one more game here. And then we will take a break before the stream this evening. takes a little bit of work, but you do get better at the game. As the more and more familiar I get with things, the less of a camper I will become. It's just a matter of learning all of the controls, and for me, it's a lot about learning the environment. Like I try to listen very carefully to where footsteps are at. That has a lot to do with it. So. Just a reminder, so today's August 4th, guys. Reminder: if you are a Fortniter, if you somebody who plays Fortnite a lot, this last month was their 1 year anniversary. The birth of Fortnite was they're a year old now. For that, they had special challenges that you could accomplish or that you can accomplish to get some special bling in the game. That is only available again till August 7th, so we have about 4 days left before you lose access to... and now that I say that, maybe I need to jump over because I'm just shy of getting that. But between now and August 7th, you need to do a certain amount of damage. I think it's 1,000 hit points worth of damage to other players. You have to dance in front of birthday cakes that they've spread throughout the map, and one other thing. I forget what the last bit is. But you have to do that between now and August 7th, and if you do that, you get a special backpack bling that looks like a birthday cake. So make note of that deadline that's fast approaching. And I think there's one other deadline coming up that I wanted to make sure everybody knew about. I'm trying to remember what it was. The graphics on this game, the feel of this game definitely makes me think of DayZ a little bit. That's a game that I will play here in the next day or two for you guys. Just a reminder, we do our streams on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 6 p.m. Central is our start time. The end time will just kind of depend on the day and what else we've got going on. I work a full-time schedule, so that impacts a lot of my availability. That's not what I was going to do. I was going to go ahead and jump, head out somewhere. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The weekends are not typically a structured schedule. If we are going to stream, we typically will start at least one of our streams either on a Saturday or Sunday at noon Central Standard Time. If we do Saturdays, it's very possible that we would do a noon and an evening, or a midday and an evening stream. But again, working a full-time job, the weekends are kind of the only downtime that I get, and so I have to be selective in what I do with that time. So I have to balance the difference between playing games, spending time with friends and family, and all of that on Saturdays and Sundays. I am also involved in a couple of D&D campaigns. I play D&D on Monday or on Tuesday. Well, right now Thursday and Sunday. We just changed that. It used to be Monday. So can't do that. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get back in the game mode. What was I saying? Tuesday, and then we are doing some, I guess you would say, interviews to determine if we are going to have a Tuesday game start here in the next week. I closed that. I feel like I'm hearing footsteps that are not mine. Okay, I've got a lot of handgun parts. I'm hoping to find a handgun, an actual handgun somewhere. Not another shotgun, although I will take it until we find something better. I'm going to go ahead and use these 2 energy drinks just in case, or at least one of them. Until we find this handgun, I would rather have the shotgun ammo. So I'm going to drop that and take that for now. Hopefully there's... Nope, can't use either of those yet. So, nope, we're going to have to... I may be repeating myself just to make sure. Wow, 1 shot. Dang. All right, one more time. Streams, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Occasional Saturdays, Sundays, depending on other schedule things. I do also play D&D on Sundays and Thursdays. We are looking at starting a D&D game on Tuesdays as well. We'll see how that goes. I'll know more this week. So Saturday and Sunday are kind of my days off mostly, so we'll see how that goes. Don't forget, check out join our Discord. Just to do so, just scroll down below the video if you're on your PC. If you're on your mobile device, look for the button that says Info, and you'll see if you scroll down under the Info tab that there is a button that says Join Our Discord. You're also going to see access to our Twitter, to our Instagram, to our Facebook. Check us out and join us on all of those. I update those relatively often. Each time we go live, I try and post that we're going live and what times, how that impacts our schedule. What else? Excuse me. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch, and we do have a YouTube station. What happens is typically the day after we stream something, we'll do one more game. Typically the day after we stream something on Twitch, we will then push it out to YouTube so that you guys can watch the reruns there. So if you check out our YouTube channel, you're going to see a couple of videos that are currently posted there from earlier this week. On Wednesday we played Rust for a bit, and last night we played The Forest. So those are already pushed out to the YouTube channel. You can kind of catch up on those games if you have not seen them. Coming up this next week, I do plan to play DayZ a little bit. Tonight at 6 p.m. I've got a friend who's going to be joining in, and we are expecting, if our schedule's still aligned, we're expecting to play Rust as a duo, which is a completely different experience than the Rust video that you're going to see on our YouTube channel from Wednesday. So that's tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If our schedules do not meet up like we think they will, then I will probably look at playing maybe some DayZ, or we could potentially look at... I haven't tried Realm Royale, so we may look at doing that as well. If you guys have any games that you're curious about that you are interested in seeing, feel free to let me know. Make a suggestion. Hey, I'm interested in this game. Have you heard about it? Or can you play it? Do you have it? I have probably close to 60 different games in my own personal inventory, and I'm always looking at others. I do operate on a budget, so if you're looking at finding a game to have it stream, I do ask that you check out the donation button on my Twitch channel, just so that we can hopefully share the burden of cost on any other games that we might add to the stream. I am looking currently, the next game that I personally am probably going to invest in, there's a game called Hunt Showdown, and then another game called Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is not out until later this month, but I'm looking at potentially investing in both of those games here in the next couple of weeks. So you may see those come to stream relatively soon. Alright, one more game here, and then I will let you guys move on to other things. We'll probably look at doing a raid on someone on their channel as we nearly end this stream. I feel like the layout of this map is a little bit unusual. I'm going to go ahead and jump, and I think we're going to head out towards those little houses there. I'm really excited about this evening's stream. A friend of mine and I are going to jump into Rust. I'm excited to play that with someone else. It'll be his first time playing it in detail, so very much a learning experience for him. We're going to choose a server that's a little bit conducive to, that's got a little bit of excitement, but not so much that we're dying every few seconds, because it'll be a new experience for him for sure. But I hope you guys will join us in that. I'm a huge fan of Rust. I've been playing it for a long time. It's even more fun when you have a colleague to play with. So I'm really, really eager to jump in and teach him how to play and all of that. Close the door behind us. Is there something else on the ground there? No. Again, I'm just opening and closing my inventory in different areas because you don't always, I don't want to blame the graphics. I love the graphics of this game, but you don't always get to see everything on the ground. So walking around with your inventory open, as you come near items, they will, see, like my hat, I could see it a little bit, but not really. But they'll pop into your purview. Yeah, there's nothing in this room, unfortunately. There's not an upstairs. The loot in this house is a little bit, I mean, I'm not going to complain about the shotgun, but I'm going to climb out and run over to this house. I like using the windows a little bit more, as long as you don't have to break them out to do so. Yeah, see, these won't, oh, there we go. Breaking them out obviously would make noise, but I do like climbing through windows more so than going through doors, just because I feel like there's a little bit more of a stealth. I do hear someone else. Whoa, that scared me. Wow, he came out of nowhere. Oy vey. Alright, guys. I think that's going to be it for now. I'm going to go ahead and look for someone for us to raid really quick, if you guys will hang out, if you're still here. Let's see who we can say hello to. Looking for somebody who's streaming something that we might find exciting to watch. I see someone streaming Rainbow Six, so we'll check this guy out. Give me 1 second and make sure that.
Just tell me when you want me to call them.
No. You're very repulsive. Get out now.
Yeah, we'll give this this streamer, we'll give Chloe a shot. So we're gonna.
You've been spotted. I know what's big bitches.
Show our support, guys. If you can, just drop a hi, hey there, and hello. Oh, for some reason it's not gonna let me do it here. Let me jump on to this computer and do it. Oof, sorry. Let me mute that. Bear with me 1 second. We're gonna jump in here and CHLOESTR18. And we're gonna jump over, show Chloe some love, and just say hi. How are you? Do that for me. And then if you can't stay around, that's perfectly fine. Go on about your day. But if you can, just say hi and hello, and make them feel special for me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, don't forget 6 o'clock tonight, Central Standard Time. We will be we'll be playing some Rust. All right. Have a good day. Bye.